I'm Lacey, and welcome to Appeal TV. Coming up today, Beifuss is back with more movie reviews, and our executive sports editor is here with some NCAA predictions. So who do you have in the Final Four of your bracket? Well, here's Gary Robinson as he breaks down for us the Tigers' road to Atlanta.
Tigers are the number 2 seed in the NCAA Tournament South Regional, and they're going to face an old friend in Johnny Jones, who coached the Tigers as an assistant under Tick Price in the late 90s. The Tigers are going to be a tough team for North Texas to handle. North Texas is not particularly big. The Tigers, of course, have Joey Dorsey, Kareem Cooper, Robert Dozier up front, and they are very long and athletic, so I think that's going to cause a lot of problems for the Mean Green. North Texas is led by a 6'5" senior guard named Calvin Watson, who's averaging 15 points a game and is the leading three-point shooter in North Texas history. So let's consider that the Tigers can get past North Texas and look at see what's next. Tigers get past North Texas, and waiting in the wings will be either Creighton, the number 10 seed, or Nevada, the number 7 seed. Nevada is going to cause some problems for the Tigers in the form of 6'11" sophomore Nick Fazekas, who is averaging 20 points and double figures in rebounds. He is the leader in double-doubles the last 2 years, and the Tigers, I don't think, have played anyone of his size with his skills yet. This is going to be a true test for Joey Dorsey inside. If he can stay out of foul trouble like he's done through a majority of the conference season, then the Tigers are going to be okay. If the Blue Jays defeat Nevada on Friday, today, they will face a team in Creighton that is led by a guard named Nate Funk, who is a terrific player. He is a quality shooter, and he is undisputably the team leader. I think both those opponents are winnable games for the Tigers, which would put them into the Sweet 16. Sweet 16 game would pit Texas A&M or Louisville against the Tigers. Their best player is a guard named A.C. Law. He is a terrific player, one of the best guards, one of the best players in the country, and you will hear a lot about him as the tournament goes on. If the Tigers play Louisville, of course, that is an old-fashioned rivalry, maybe the biggest rivalry the Tigers have in basketball. They do not play each other anymore since Louisville moved out of Conference USA and into the Big East a couple of years ago. It's also a rivalry because of Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino and John Calipari have their own little rivalry going, and this should be a fun game. After that, you would get to the Final 8, or you get to the Elite 8 game, which would determine who's going to the Final 4. The best teams on the other half of the South bracket, I think, are number 1 seed Ohio State and, in my opinion, number 5 Tennessee. Although Tennessee has really had problems, they are undefeated at home this year, and they are 6-10 when they're not playing at Thompson-Boling Arena. But when you have a guard who is as talented and as good a shooter as Chris Lofton is, I think just about anything can happen in the tournament. The NCAA tournament revolves around guard play, and Chris Lofton is one of the best ones you're going to find. He is healthy after an ankle problem earlier in the year, and I think he could really cause a big problem for any team that Vols play. Greg Oden is their 7'1" monster freshman center. He's had a great year considering he's had a wrist problem all year. He's been fighting, and he's been having to shoot a lot of free throws left-handed earlier in the year. He's averaging 16 points and about 10 rebounds a game. He's just going to get better. He would cause a major problem for the Tiger inside game. They've not faced anyone the caliber of Greg Oden yet. I think the Tigers can get through this bracket. It was a favorable draw for the Tigers. Of course, there are stumbling blocks along the way. Nevada is a problem with Nick Fazekas, as we talked about. Louisville, the rivalry gets involved there. Texas A&M is a quality team, and Ohio State or Tennessee could cause problems as well. Tennessee defeated the Tigers in the regular season in December by 18 points, but it was in Knoxville. So as far as the Tigers have, as much as the Tigers have improved this year, you sort of take that result and brush it aside. It's going to be an interesting draw. I think the Tigers can get through. I've only done a couple of brackets myself, and I've managed to put the Tigers all the way through to the Final Four.
John Beifuss in the Weekend Movie Review is coming up right after this.
I made this for you, Mom.
Wow.
It's milk with the cookies already in it.
Wow.
Frank looks at the chart and says, it's net, not gross.
Wow.
Well?
Wow.
The world's most perfectly cut diamond. Thrills like no other. Hearts on fire.
Everybody looking, do the talk all over.
Hi, this is John Beifuss, and I have 2 reviews in today's Memphis Playbook section in the commercial appeal. The first is this year's winner of the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, The Lives of Others, which takes place mostly in East Germany in 1984 before the fall of the Berlin Wall. It's a very novelistic film in both themes and characters. It's about a member of the secret police, the much-feared Stasi in East Germany in the communist era, and it's about the changes he undergoes as he spies on a novelist and the novelist actress girlfriend. It's a very complex film. Some people have called it one of the year's best, and I give it 3.5 stars. Also opening today is Breaking and Entering, a new movie from the Academy Award-winning director of The English Patient. It stars Jude Law as a landscape architect. He's married to Robin Wright Penn, and he engages in an affair with a Bosnian woman played by Juliette Binoche. I found the movie pretentious and ponderous, too much like reading a symbol-laden short story, not enough like watching a movie. I give it only 1.5 stars. And that half star is only for the presence of Vera Farmiga, who is at least entertaining as a Romanian prostitute who flashes her chest and a fake accent. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to read my reviews each Friday in Memphis Playbook, and check out my blog, The Bloodshot Eye.
Sport and energetic style come together in the 2007 Cadillac CTS. Unleash your inner drive at only $329 a month, and you can see it today as our showroom renovation continues at Bud Davis Cadillac, 5433 Poplar, or on the web at buddaviscadillac.com.